This is Trixie Mattel trying to have eyebrows. Just trying to have eyebrows. Hi, it's me, Trixie Mattel, and welcome back. Today, we're not in drag. Today, we're just trying to have eyebrows. Now, I'm being vulnerable today. If you guys don't know, I pretty much wear eyebrow gel every single day. By the way, look how crooked my nose is. That camera is fully that way, and look at how my nose faces that camera. Look at that, look at that, look at the material. Anyway, so Maybelline sent me these a while ago, and we're gonna try them. I am a human person who doesn't have much eyebrows. If we're gonna get close for a second here, let's get up in the grill. So you can see here, I don't have very full eyebrows. I mean, as you guys know, look how crooked my nose is. It's facing the other camera, and the other camera's far away. So, I don't have very full eyebrows. As you guys know, I'm part Native American. Even though I look extremely Caucasian, the only part of me that seems to be Native American is very small and not very full eyebrows. Like, I think of my mom, my grandma, my sisters, everybody might like just think of like struggle eyebrows. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, believe me, like my sister, I mean, she got all the good Native American juju. She has full cheeks, almond eyes. She's like 6 feet tall. She's big boobs, everything. I mean, you know. And me, I don't know what you call this. I don't know what you would call the situation that we have been presented with by the universe, but I wear brow gel almost every day. I wear the Anastasia brow gel. I wear the MAC brow set. I wear all kinds of different brow gels. I don't really wear pencils too much, but I like something that basically coats my brows because you guys, if we're being vulnerable on this channel today, I don't have any chest hair. I don't really have armpit hair. I barely have butt and pube hair. I barely have leg hair. And being bald on top of all of it and not being able to grow a beard, I really like to have full brows because it's like, this is my one area where I can signal to people like, hello, I'm young and healthy and I'm alive. I wanna try to have that going for me. So I got these from Maybelline a long time ago in the mail. The Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gels. Now, allegedly, these are supposed to give you a brow tattoo effect that is supposed to last up to 48 hours. This appeals to me because I exercise every day. I get in and out of drag all the time, and a product that maybe gives me brows that I don't have to do every day in this economy is very attractive to me. My goal here today, as you can see, yesterday I sort of did a swatching. I did some swatching on the hand. Can you focus on that? Get that on film. Can you get that on film? I did all the swatches on my hand yesterday just to check the colors. I want to see what the tea was. It appears that, I mean, look, this is from yesterday and it's been watered, washed. I even licked my finger and just like rubbed it, nothing. This, you can see I really went in there with like my pointer finger dry and scrubbed it off. So I brought a few brushes today, and I guess my hope and dream with this would be to discover a product that would give me almost like microblading. Do you know what I mean? Because to get microblading, you need to give yourself a big window of time for the skin to heal. And I barely have a day off drag. You think I just have 2 weeks out of drag just laying around? Between this and Netflix and the podcast and like blah, 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 blah. I'm in drag probably every 2 or 3 days. So this is appealing to me. 48 hours, you're telling me like, if I have a few days off of drag, I could put this on my eyebrows and have eyebrows for a few days. So I wanna try it. Now, I watched a few YouTube videos of people using this, and I saw some sort of do's and don'ts. It seemed like people weren't really happy with the applicator. So I'm lucky enough to be friends with Erin Parsons, who is an incredible makeup artist, who's a global artist for Maybelline. I met her through Darian, who also does makeup for Maybelline. And I basically messaged Erin. So I said, hey, I'm doing a video using the brow gel tomorrow. Any tips? Trying to achieve a realistic male brow, more of a microblade. She said, wipe the product on your hand and dip into it with an angle brush to create strokes. That was my plan. So I just wanted to like consult with her first. She said you can also take a clean spoolie and like soften it before it dries. But she said once it dries, it's on there. So like get it done. It doesn't wipe off once it sets, so you can run your fingers over it and show it doesn't come off like an infomercial. Thank you, Erin. I'm training for a marathon, so I'm running 10 miles today. So my goal, my dream, is to put these brows on, have them look great, let them dry, run 10 miles, and come back here and get back on camera with you and have eyebrows. Let's see what the audience thinks. Let's get into it. I grabbed a couple brushes. I grabbed the Anastasia 12 brush, which is like a teeny little angle brush. And then I grabbed the Morphe M250, which is like a teeny little point. I tested all the colors last night. I know that the dark is too dark for me, and I know that the blonde is too light. I know that the auburn's too red. So I think what we're gonna work with here today is, I wanna use this chocolate brown, but I'm afraid it's gonna be too red brown. You know what, I'm just gonna dip a little of each on my hand and just go for it, sis. Just looking at the two colors, look at, I'm thinking that this lighter one is gonna be more the vibe. I think the chocolate one's a little too rich. And I will say this, I think that just knowing that this is like a semi-permanent effect, I bet you this is gonna be a much more natural application on like medium to deep skin tones. When you're this fair, it's hard to have anything cling to the skin and look natural. Let's brush this sucker out. That's my eyebrow. That's what we're working with. I mean, this is all I have in life. So I'm starting extremely slow because I'm scared. So I've seen videos where people like fill in their eyebrows with this, like the whole thing. And I think the strategy is going to be very, very softly doing, basically instead of filling in the whole eyebrow, doing little hairs. I think that's gonna be the move. And that way, if I have little hairs tattooed in, it looks realer. My eyebrows, if I just filled them in with this, I know it would look crazy. I think I need to be a little bolder here. I'm gonna switch to the angle brush because I don't really see too much happening right now. Am I about to get too wild? Am I getting too wild? I mean, that looks pretty good, right? Some of you guys are probably like, that looks like nothing, but you guys, I don't wear like a full face of makeup, so if you're gonna just fill in your brows, you have to be very subtle about it. Ooh, I kinda like that. Ooh. So the part of this I'm a little nervous about negotiating with here is, I'm a little nervous about the middle of the eyebrow. Okay, it's definitely drying on the back of my hand, so. I think that looks pretty good. Compared to that, do you guys see that? Wow, I never do this kind of detail. I work like out of drag, so it feels a little weird, but. I don't know you guys, I'm trying to do the middle, but I'm scared of overfilling it. If we're being honest, I think that looks really good. Oh my God, I love it. Do you guys see that? Look at that nice eyebrow. I don't think that looks filled in at all. Like in a good way. I think it looks like I have more eyebrows. That's the problem I run into with brow products is like, I feel like every popular brow product on the market is made for the look of a full face of makeup. And I'm always like, give me like the barely can tell it does anything brow product. I just want like no one to know. And if you guys listen to The Bald and the Beautiful, you hear me complain about having bald eyebrows all the time. So I want to fill in the end a little bit more. Is this gonna be where I go too far? Is it gonna look good until I ruin it? That's usually my MO. I'm gonna brush that out. That looks crazy. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Look. Oh my gosh. When I used to do people's makeup, I watched a lot of people come in with tattooed eyebrows that were all messed up. So I would be scared of getting them permanently put on. However, if I ever got microbladed, would you guys like to watch that? Like if I went to a doctor, is it cringy to be like a YouTube person who goes to get a procedure done and brings the cameras? Is that cringy? Because I would like to see the microblading. And if you guys say you really want to see it microbladed, then maybe we can go together. And then I'm like, it's not for me, it's for the YouTube people. I'm giving them what they want. All right, I can already tell you my concern. My only concern would be that like maybe one of them would, I don't know, parts of the brow based on like the anatomy of your face and the oil or whatever would look balder faster. Like 48 hours in, I bet some would still be on and some chunks would be gone. So that's the only thing I'm thinking about. All right, let's try and get into this bad boy. You know how people say you have like one good eyebrow, one bad eyebrow? I pretty much just have two bad eyebrows. Oh, I like this little individual brush. Morphe, you snap. You guys, I feel great. Is it okay to like the way your makeup's turning out in 2020? Is that fine? Is it allowed to enjoy your life? The main thing is I don't want them looking too manicured because my hope and my dream would be to paint them on and have them look really real and then also throw brow gel on top just to make them bushy. And I think they would look really real. Is this drag? You guys, I mean, am I imagining it? They look really right to me, right? These look good. This is tough though. I mean, you guys, this is kind of, this is taking way longer than gel, but if it means it's like semi-permanent. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys, the days where I really don't have to do drag and I might not shower for like 3 days, maybe they'll stay on longer. Is this semi-okay? I mean, I actually think this looks good. Do you guys think that looks good? Does this look crazy? I'm just gonna brush it out a little bit. Thoughts, feelings? I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna call my boyfriend. David will tell me exactly like it is. Wow, FaceTime unavailable, no one cares. I think this is the application more than the product. I think it looks a little manicured considering I don't wanna look that fancy. I just want my eyebrows to look fuller and I think they look a little fancy. Do I look like handsome Squidward? Comment below. I'll see you in 10 miles. We're gonna see if these suckers are still on. I remember when I used to ride public transit, I used to see like this woman and I would see her multiple times and she was some kind of healthcare professional. She had the scrub scrubs, and she was really like no eyebrows, totally penciled on. And she would get on the bus carrying groceries and stuff, and she'd be sweating. And then one day I saw her like, and she wiped her brow, and I just watched her go, realize what she did, look at the eyebrow on the hand and go like, so I hope that she finds this, but let's go test it out, and I'll see you in a couple hours. And we are back. I went for my run. It was grueling. It's 1,000,000 degrees here in Los Angeles today, and bitch, I ran 10 miles. 10 miles. Roll the tapes. I haven't even looked in the mirror yet. They say that they stay on for 48 hours, but they did not say that they would stay on for 10 miles. So let's see. Oh, they're on, right? Oh, I'm gonna be sunburned. Okay, this is more of a video of me realizing I'm gonna be really sunburned today, but I feel a little something on the brow. Nothing's coming off. Well, I'm gonna get a tissue. I'm gonna get a white tissue. I'm gonna take this white tissue. Okay, a little bit came off on there. I mean, honestly, that might be tinted moisturizer. Like, I don't even know if that's eyebrow. You guys, I think that's sweat and tinted moisturizer. That looks a little bit like it could be brow, but it's pretty fierce. You guys, my eyebrows do not look like this naturally. This is pretty, dare I say, this might be like exactly the type of thing I would want in a brow product. Something to put on every few days that looks extremely natural, that doesn't come off. I'm gonna take a bath and wash my face, and we're gonna see what happens. So I'll be back. All right, guys, I took a long hot bath. I rested my feet, which at this point are basically just exposed bone with dried blood. And I thought we could check in. So you can see it's like, you know, pretty much gone. These lights are really bright, but I think I do see it, you guys. Like, I see a little bit of it. I think it's a really good product though. The only thing I would say is, this isn't a very forgiving product. So if you don't have like any experience filling in your brows and you're trying to actually look natural, you might struggle a little bit with this. I wonder what it retails for. Let's look it up. Get Brows for Days, new waterproof brow. I mean, it's pretty waterproof. Like on a normal day where you're just like, I don't know, hanging out with your friends or like staying home for 9 months, I could see it really wearing for like several days, at least 2 days. You might lose a little bit overnight sleeping or working out, but like you truly could put this on a Friday night and have brows for the weekend. Or you truly could put it on Monday morning and have brows for like, you know, just put it on your brows twice a week instead of every day. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like this. I'm gonna give it to Katya. She seems interested, and I'm gonna have her do it because she shaves off like half the eyebrow. So Maybelline, I mean, come on, for $8, you better work. This is a great product. I'm probably gonna, now that I've tested it to death, I'm probably gonna do my brows again. I'm a little interested. I mean, there is a little bit left over. I see a little bit. I'm gonna put some brow gel on over it, which is usually my MO. This is the MAC Big Boost Fiber Gel. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this over it because I just wanna see if I notice a difference. And you guys can see that's a big difference. I love this product. Yeah, like that's a big difference. If I had a little bit of the Tattoo Studio product still on and then just a little bit of this, I think it would look like really real. Because then think about it. It's like you have product under the hairs, drawing on hairs, and then you have the actual hairs coated. So I'm not a very sweaty person, but pretty good. Ooh, yeah. I really could see myself, you guys, like I could see myself going in with this and just doing like 10 to 20 tiny strokes in whatever little bald spots I see just to give me like a little fill. Or like if you had a scar in your eyebrow, I think you could really fix it, like semi-permanently fix it with this. Or who knows, maybe you want to shave a scar in, get wild, I don't know. Thank you for going on our journey with me today. This, by the way, is a robe we have available. It has a hood, it's fashion. I'm naked, so I'm gonna be careful that I don't flash anybody. Hello. Oh, it's pretty cute, right? Thank you guys so much. We have this robe available at Trixie Cosmetics. It's so comfortable. I tried so many robes and this is the fluffiest, most comfortable material. Good luck. Try not to make mistakes with this because it is really cool, but be careful. Don't forget to subscribe. We have videos every single week. Goodbye.